The tech world is currently buzzing with one of the most significant leaks in Apple's recent history. And if you've been holding off on a tablet upgrade, the news coming out of Cupertino for 2026 might just justify your patience. We are looking at a fundamental shift in how Apple treats its budget lineup, moving away from the era of recycled parts and stepping into a future where even the most affordable iPad is a powerhouse of artificial intelligence. Rumors from the supply chain suggest that the iPad 12th generation is not just a seasonal refresh. It's a strategic pivot designed to bring Apple intelligence to the masses. The internal prototypes floating around indicate a massive jump in processing power that could potentially bridge the gap between the base model and the Air lineup more than ever before. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel. Hit the bell icon for more tech updates. The heart of this 2026 revolution is the rumored silicon. For years, the base iPad trailed significantly behind the iPhones, often launching with chips that were 2 or even 3 years old. However, 2026 is the year Apple aims to unify its ecosystem under the Apple Intelligence umbrella. To do this, the iPad 12 is expected to skip the older chips and jump straight to the A18 or potentially a variant of the A19 chip. This isn't just about speed, it's about the neural engine. With at least 8 gigabytes of RAM expected as the new standard, this iPad will finally be capable of handling on-device LLMs, advanced image generation, and the revamped Siri that we've seen in higher-end models. Imagine buying the cheapest iPad in the store and having the same AI capabilities as someone holding a top-tier iPhone 17 Pro. This is the great equalizer moment for Apple. While the internals are getting a futuristic makeover, the exterior design philosophy for the 12th generation seems to be one of refined familiarity. Leaked schematics suggest that Apple is sticking with the 10.9-inch or 11-inch form factor, maintaining the flat-edge aesthetic that debuted with the 10th gen. However, there are whispers of a slightly thinner chassis and a more efficient LED backlighting system for the Retina display. While we won't see OLED on the base model, Apple is saving that for the 2026 iPad mini and Air refreshes. The 12th gen iPad is rumored to feature a new anti-reflective coating that was previously reserved for more expensive models. This makes it a much better device for students and outdoor workers who often struggle with glare on the current non-laminated screens. One of the most exciting aspects of the 2026 leaks involves the connectivity suite. We are hearing that Apple's custom-designed N1 wireless chip will make its way into the base iPad. This would bring Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6.0 to a budget-friendly device, ensuring that your connection stays rock solid even in crowded environments. For the first time, the base iPad might also feature a more advanced landscape, ultra-wide camera with improved center stage capabilities. This is a direct response to the hybrid work and remote learning culture in the USA, where the iPad has become the go-to tool for Zoom and FaceTime. The placement will remain on the long edge, but the sensor itself is expected to be larger, allowing for much better performance in low-light home offices. Storage is another area where Apple is finally feeling the pressure from competitors. The 2026 leaks suggest that the 64 gigabytes base tier is officially dead. The iPad 12th gen is expected to start at 128 gigabytes without a price hike, keeping the entry point around the $349 to $449 mark. This is a huge win for users who found themselves constantly managing storage for apps and photos. Furthermore, the 2026 iPad will likely fully embrace the Apple Pencil Pro or a new Pencil 3 with haptic feedback, making the entry-level tablet a legitimate tool for digital artists on a budget. The integration of the USB-C port is also expected to get a speed bump, moving to USB 3.1 Gen 2 speeds to allow for faster data transfers from external drives. Why is this specifically important for the 2026 market? Because by then, the competition in the tablet space will be fiercer than ever. With Google and Samsung pushing AI-integrated tablets at lower price points, Apple knows it can no longer gatekeep its best software features for the Pro models. The iPad 12 is being positioned as the ultimate education tool. Leaks suggest a new education mode, within iPadOS 2021 that will take full advantage of the A18/A19 chip, allowing students to record lectures and get real-time AI summaries directly on their device without needing a cloud connection. This privacy-focused AI approach is going to be the main selling point in the USA, where data privacy is a growing concern for parents and schools. As we look toward the late 2026 release window, the consensus among analysts is that this will be the most future-proof base iPad ever made. By giving it the RAM and the NPU power required for the next decade of software updates, Apple is ensuring that the iPad 12 remains relevant until at least 2032. This longevity is what has always set the iPad apart, and the 2026 model looks to double down on that reputation. Whether you are a student looking for a digital notebook, a professional needing a secondary display, or a casual user wanting a media powerhouse, the 12th generation leaks suggest that the wait will be absolutely worth it. The era of the basic iPad is over. The era of the AI-ready iPad is about to begin. Keep your eyes on the October 2026 Apple event, because this budget tablet is about to steal the show from its more expensive siblings. Stay tuned as more leaks emerge from the supply chain, as we are just scratching the surface of what this device can do.